Welcome back to the Hip Hop Report. This is Rambo Hustle, and today we're discussing Black's new album, Love is the New Gangsta. Well, shit, maybe Drake is real after all. Now, Black, to me, one of the most interesting, unique, and soulful voices in R&B today. If you can kind of consider, I think he's R&B, but maybe in today's day and age of rappers singing and singers rapping, then maybe he's just an artist, and we don't have a label for that. But I think there is value to the concept of organization. An organization has to be cataloged in some sort of shape, the way that we organize things so we can decipher what's what and where is where. The only real logical way to do that is this. With that being said, Love is the New Gangsta with Black, one of my favorite voices artistically of any musician right now in the music game anywhere. Starting with Bounty.
You ain't gotta die to me or dead. My condolences.
Damn, son, you don't have to die to me. You are dead. Okay, so then the name Bounty is an entirely different vibe than we were really thinking it was. This shit is fucking serious. What is this? Is this David or is this Black? Sheesh. Now, where I'm at now with this is, now the title seems a lot more interesting, because when you hear Love is the New Gangsta and it's coming from an R&B artist, you're just thinking like, oh, whatever, this is just gonna be an R&B record. Where, even with this title track on Bounty, you're almost at a place where like, wait, this could be like a very, conceptual record where he's taking you through a guided tour of what love is and how fucked up it can be. Because if we're comparing love to gangsters, then like somebody's getting shot. And so I think that's where we're at right now with Bounty, where he's just saying like, to me, you're dead, so that we're not starting off on a good foot. We're in rough waters. This is Bird Flu.
What goes around comes around, applies to me too. I know I heard.
See, okay, so Bird Flu right here, automatically, that's, to me, this is hip hop. This is a hip hop record, and no longer is Black just a singing voice. He's delivering hip hop essenced deliveries, raps, vocals, whatever you want to call it. So, this isn't as simple as he's just a R&B artist. It can't be that. There's this huge narrative around Kendrick that nobody that popped out for him is actually getting any traction. And here we see on one of the only releases of the day, Black, a very sought after release, that we have a record with Black, All That Matters, featuring Leon Thomas, who's killing it right now, and As Cheek from the Pop Out, from GNX, from Peekaboo, Foot on My Neck. We're getting a real heavy dose of hip hop. This is much less of an R&B album than I was expecting to actually get.
Baby mama, without the drama.
Yeah, don't we all, my friend? Don't we all? This I Guess record though, it's right in the pocket. I mean, I'll tell you right now, if Black pushes this record right here the way that he should, this is out of here. And then we're talking about Black in an entirely different tier of artistry, of fan base, of listenership. This record, I guess, this is a home run. All right, next record is Ashin' the Blunt with Young Thug. I'm expecting big things with this because we just got Young Thug on the Mike Will Made It album. I thought that record, which is called Russian Roulette, it has a music video for that also, which we also called Thank You Mike Will Made It for proving us correct. That had to be a single, and Russian Roulette most definitely is and should be in your playlist. So make sure you check that out. Next record, Ashin' the Blunt featuring Young Thug with Black on Love is the New Gangsta. as soon as I heard Young Thug's, to me, when Young Thug is on a record, chances are he's gonna be the most exciting part of the record. To be honest with you, I like the last part that Black is putting on this record. I like that the most. I think, to me, that should have started the record, and then we can get everything else. You can sell me with this, but you can't sell me with this if this is 2.5 minutes into the record. I really wanted to like that record. I thought that on paper that looked like Out of Here 2. Different kind of Out of Here than I guess, but unfortunately it didn't really quite land for me. So on Trauma, Black kind of reflects on all the different issues that he's had and the issues that he could have in the future. So he's trying to make the right decision in regards to where he's going to invest in time as far as a love interest. But at the same time, he's got too many instruments, man. I think you strip this down and make this like a straight acoustic interlude kind of thing, and you let your voice really shine through. Again, when we do actual reviews for people that send stuff in, whatever, I would like to do those with records that are not out, because if your record is out, I can't help you, right? So for me, if you send me a record, I can give you feedback on that record and make it better. If it's already out, we're out of luck. Sunday again featuring 2 Chainz, the king of having at least one hilarious fire line on every verse. Yeah, I feel like we all do that. I mean, who doesn't want an immediate reload after you bust a nut? That's pretty much standard operation, honestly. So I think this one, we're gonna pop that into my no bedtime playlist. Yeah, I don't even have access to that. That's an exclusive playlist only for my for my day zero ones. For my day ones, whatever, man. So yeah, Sunday again with 2 Chainz. I like the record, although I do find that it's a little bit too slow to put into like a hip hop playlist, honestly, as far as records that I like, and it's too slow to where I can listen to it only because it would play and I wouldn't notice, if that makes sense. Like, I can live to that. I don't want to listen to that because it's just too slow of a vibe for me. And maybe that's just right now because I'm wired up at 1 a.m. But for me personally, this fly is gonna die. But I don't. The problem is, okay, that it's close to stuff. And if I swipe it and I miss and I hit, you guys know, you guys have tried to kill a fly before. This ain't no new Jack City. Fuck. It's like the worst thing that could have possibly fell is what fell. On Me with Odell. Rouge. Now, in Out of Body with Quinn, we really get into the R&B bag, and we get this dual presence between the Quinn and Black that really allows this to live in that space. And after On Me, which is pretty upbeat and doesn't really make sense in between 2 of the slowest records on the project. But again, Black is not the type of artist that has to cater to you or me or anybody. He's gonna make his music, and honestly, he's one of these rare artists that, because of his voice, because of his style, because he's so laid back, you can pretty much listen to any Black song and you're not going to react to it. You're not going to hate it. It's just not that demanding of a reaction because it's universally smooth and appealing and totally digestible. So let's check out the Running Late freestyle with Mereva.
No more overseas, cause we've been overlooking every little detail. It's getting played out, saying
hard drive is working. So on Running Late freestyle, we get actually some spoken word from Black, and Mereva comes in kind of like at the end as an outro, but it's one of those records that really throw us back to like old-fashioned R&B kind of records, and I really do love this, especially at 12 as the record's kind of winding down. It kind of brings you in. So let's see what he does with the last few records and see if he picks it back up or he just kind of fades us out into. So for me, Black actually kind of lands in this very specific place, and dare I say, in a brand new type of artist, and a Drake type of artist, an artist that doesn't need to collab with anybody besides with the idea of bringing in a new sound or a new idea or a new way of thinking. And I think we get that. Even towards the end of the record, you start seeing that it starts becoming more of his album, and you start to see a more of a cohesive mentality and sound. While in the beginning, kind of usually in the middle, we start throwing in features and names and highlights, and these tend to be these singles because of that. Because for whatever reason, R&B isn't about the drama. It's not toxic. It's supposed to be about love. And with this project, Love Is the New Gangsta, I think Black does a great job of having features and having highlights and bringing in new ideas, new sounds, and new ways of thinking, like I said, but not losing himself in the process of the project. I think the project still allows him to live in his own space, in his own mindset, but also gives us some extra visitors and some extra looks within the space. For me, the Leon Thomas record was by far one of the strongest because it had that dual presence, and Sheik at the end really doesn't lose the game for the record. He actually does a really great job. And I actually remember during the Super Bowl when Kendrick came out and performed Peekaboo, they had a clip of him reacting to that song coming on, which, yeah, we all want to know why he wasn't there performing, but let's be honest, Sheik is not a Super Bowl ready talent. Just the same way that Lefty Gunplay isn't a Super Bowl ready talent. Nonetheless, you're getting the monies, so you got to be happy about that. And so to me, it's pretty exciting to have such a talented guy like Black make his album, but then have one of the stronger records on the project be one with heavy features. Leon Thomas, obviously been all over the place with the 50 feature with the Origins theme song, as well as Sheik, who was on the GNX album for Peekaboo, and I think maybe one other record on that project. So I'll confirm that later, and I might be wrong, but what can you do? With that being said, Rambo Hustle with the Hip Hop Report. Lock in.
Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. If you want the latest and greatest, do it for the game. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. If you want the latest and greatest, do it for the game. Music breaks, these are the breaks. Music breaks, these are the breaks.